Hello, I am now live for my monthly live stream, and I guess I'm just waiting for some people to join. This will be roughly 2 hours long, maybe less, maybe more, I don't know. The main reason why I'm not currently in my media room is because I am waiting on two Amazon packages to arrive. So I'm just being downstairs for that. Um, well, I do have a package to open from CEX, but obviously I'm going to be doing that when people actually show up. Um, but yeah, hopefully I did not make a mistake with choosing this day, a Wednesday to do this stream. So yeah, hopefully people will come in and we'll get this stream started. Yeah, so on Friday there will be a live DVD and Blu-ray hunt, the first live and DVD Blu-ray hunt of the year, as I've decided, as well as doing the monthly live streams, uh, moving forward, I'm also going to be doing at least two live DVD and Blu-ray hunts a month, starting in February. So I have uh, basically all of February filmed. All the content for February is filmed. I just have the few live action stuff to do. Like I have two live DVD and Blu-ray hunts to film for. I have a pickups video and a live stream and something else, which is a surprise. But we have the monkey here saying, "Greetings, Michael. What did I miss?" Not a lot. I was just saying that the main reason why I'm not in currently doing this live in my media room is because I'm waiting on two Amazon packages to arrive at some point. Now, I haven't gotten the notification that they're 7 stops away or however many stops away, but they could come at any time throughout the stream. And when they do arrive, I will be opening them because they're not the only thing that I'm getting today. I also got a package from CEX, which I'm happy with. Well, before I've opened it, I'm happy, but we'll see, and I'll explain why in just a second. So, yeah, I was also talking about with February, I have basically all the videos filmed, except for two live DVD and Blu-ray hunts because I'm doing more of those. The next monthly live stream, which I know you've asked to be on the monkey, so I'll let you know closer to the time with a date and time, and then it'll be a pickups video and a surprise video that I'm keeping under wraps for right now. But you mentioned taking the bus to your shops. Have you had any malarkey troublemakers on the bus? Yeah, mainly teenagers, but it's not that bad. Where I normally have my headphones on, so if they are mucking about, I won't hear it as much. But they have graffitied some of the seats, and most recently some of the back of the seats have a USB charger port that you can use to charge your phone, and one of those was broken. That they literally ripped it out of where it was. But other than that, no, it depends on what time you get the bus. Really, if you're getting it when the schools are out, it'll be full of teenagers and that. But if you get it early enough, like I do, you're grand essentially. The only issues I come across is if there's delays, unforeseen delays. Like twice, I've been waiting over 40 minutes for a bus just to get into town. I could have walked there in less time, but that's essentially that. So I suppose I will actually crack into this package I got from CEX. I've obviously already taken out the little slip. My friend here says better bring the headphones while on the bus with all the screaming kids. Yeah, so that is in reference to last Saturday when I was getting the bus home from hanging out with my friend here for a Pokemon Go community day, and my phone was practically dead, so I had my headphones with me, but I couldn't listen to any music, and literally next to me was this mother with 3 children, 2 of which were screaming, running around, throwing stuff around. Obviously, I think they came from a party as well. And I'm autistic. I'm level 2 in terms of the new way of how autism is done. And I wanted to claw my ears out because it was that bad. So yeah. So I have this package because when I was looking on CEX, and well, I'll explain it more when I have it open here. So what I have ordered from CEX is not in the best of shapes in terms of the back, but it is Doctor Who Flux Series 13, which means this is the last of the modern Doctor Who that I needed for my collection. Kind of. I'll get to that. So my modern set is complete. I would have preferred to have bought it on Blu-ray, but again, I'll get to that now in a second. So we have that there, we have that there. And if we open it up, it's like that. And then we have Dan and Yaz there. And if we open it up even more, we got Vinder, we got Swarm, we have Carvanista, and it actually came with the cards, I think. I'll have to double check. And then that is the back of it. So I paid €18 plus postage for this. Oh, it does come with the cards. So we have some cards here. Just going to take them out with the little slip. So we have the Doctor there. We have Yaz. We have Dan. And then we have the trio there. And then we have a little booklet. Now, before continuing on, because I do see some comments, and I'll get to them, I need to check the discs, which I need to start doing a lot more right now for a particular reason, and again, I'll get to it. So disc 1 is fine. You won't be able to see it too well. Disc 2, slight little smudge, but it's fine. And then disc 3 is fine. So why do I have to check the discs from now on whenever I'm ordering from CEX? Is because last year I ordered Doctor Who Series 4, the complete Doctor Who Series 4. And I only got around to watching it now because I'm doing a rewatch of the series as well as I'm doing some videos about it for the channel. You know, I have series 2 coming out next month, and I went to go start series 4 because on disc 1 of series 4 it has the Voyage of the Damned, which is the 2007 Christmas special, but it also has Time Crash, the um the 2007 Children in Need special, which is extremely hard to find online for some odd reason. You used to be able to find it online no problem, but now it seems you can only really watch it on the box set disc, Series 4 set. I'm not too sure about the Blu-ray because I don't never own the Blu-ray, so it might be on the Blu-ray. I don't know. So I go and stick it into my Xbox One here because I had just come back from tipping down to the shops to get a roll, and disc just would not play. So I was like, okay, let me bring it up to let me check the back of it. I noticed this white stuff on it. It's not that type of white stuff, but it was concerning. So I was like, okay, I'll try it out on the Xbox 360 that I have. Still did not play. I'm like, huh, okay, let me try the disk drive that I bought, and I put it in. Doesn't work. I was like, okay, this seems a bit suspicious. I've heard of disk rot, but let me look up. I didn't know what disk rot looked like, so I looked it up. Yeah, CEX back 6 months ago, back in May of last year, sold me a the Doctor Who Series 4 box, which I still have upstairs, with one of the discs having disk rot on it, meaning I can't play that disc. So on Monday I went down and I got it. I got a refund for what I paid at the time because it's actually gone up in price. And hopefully I'll get I will get a replacement for it. So time to get back to the comments. Was that card captures on your shirt you wore during your video that you went? I'm confused. But we do have AJ. I have seen your comments. AJ says, still haven't watched Flux. It's a mixed bag. Half of the episodes are good and half of the episodes are bad. AJ is currently in work. So thank you for stopping by. White stuff, yeah. It looks a bit white. So and I looked up what disc rot is, and it is thankfully it is not love juice, and thankfully someone hasn't jizzed on it. So you went in and said someone jizzed on the disc. No, I basically said, look, because I'm known in my local CEX shop. I'm practically known by everyone that works there. So I just went in and say, look, I bought this 5 months, not 5 months ago. Bought this back in May, and only after checking the disc on it now, and it looks to be disc rot. And I showed him. He said, "Oh yeah, no, that is that." So showed him proof of purchase, and I basically, he said, you know, he refunded me. It went straight back into my PayPal, and that they should be able to send me out a new one. Now it's been 2 days. I've been checking because it's actually in stock, and the stock hasn't changed in the 2 days. So I don't know Hopefully I'll get it. But if I don't have it by Monday, I'm definitely going to be going back down to them because I mean it just goes to show how bad the quality control can be, and not so much the UK stores or most of the Irish stores. It's mainly the Dublin stores that are the worst because they're not properly trained. This is just stuff that I've heard from two different managers and a bunch of other people that work there. That a lot of the Dublin people in the Dublin CEXs are just not trained properly, and a lot of stuff tends to go walkabout in that store. I mean, one of the stores I heard about was atrocious. That one of the guys who used to work in my local store that I'm pretty good friends with was offered the manager role to go up and whip that store into shape. And to be fair, he has. Like I haven't had any issues. Like I know if they have what I've ordered in that store, he'll get it sent out pretty quickly because it's me. He knows me. The video on the remodel of your room with your friend. I've never experienced this grot, and I hope you never do because I was literally looking forward to rewatching Time Crash because I haven't seen it in years because I used to be able to watch it every now and then on YouTube, but now not really, not in the best quality anyway. Or it'll be in multiple parts. But yeah, the shirt, your side when he was wearing the Punisher, you wore typo. Trying to think back. I don't know. Only I'm allowed to eat Punisher top, no one else. I'm the character's biggest fan, not eat where. To be, I mean, there was recently I found ages ago, and I should have messaged you about it, AJ. I think I found like some Punisher comics in a charity shop. Haven't found any since, and I should have picked them up and to see if he needed them, but unfortunately I didn't. I was shocked too, AJ, to see his friend wearing it on camera. Yeah, my friend is who was actually just here. He was the one who mentioned the screaming kids and that. He's a massive superhero fan, both Marvel and DC. More Marvel than DC. That's for sure. Out of order. To see typo. How dare he? I'm making too many typos. Time Crash was great. Time Crash was great, and I've been wanting to rewatch it for ages. But to my knowledge, the only way to watch it is on the box set for Series 4 and maybe the Blu-ray. I'm not 100% sure on the Blu-ray because again, I don't own the Blu-ray, but I know some Blu-rays will have stuff like that. Like I know the TV movie Blu-ray that has when that was released on Blu-ray, they actually put the Night of the Doctor on, the Eighth Doctor's Regeneration episode. But yeah, so until I actually get a decent, well, I can easily continue on with my rewatch of Series 4 because all the other discs are fine. I checked them after learning that the disc 1 has disc rot, and that's why when I received Flux, I checked that. That now also reminds me of something else that I have to talk about is getting the last bit of Modern Doctor Who in my collection because I got Amazon Prime. I was offered a week trial after already using my month trial for 99 pence. So I took it, and I've ordered 4 things so far. But I initially got it to order Doctor Who Flux on Blu-ray because they actually had it for a decent enough price. I'm actually taking off this sticker, and it's clean except for that bit there. I don't know what happened there. But it's literally the only little bit and that thing there, and obviously the bottom bit here. That's the issue. But this will not be in. This will be in February's pickups. It won't be in January's pickups because January's pickups is already done, and it's a 40-minute pickups video. Just giving you guys an FYI for next Monday. Any whoosies, I keep getting distracted here. Yeah, so I went to go order this on Amazon because I could have gotten it for like 17, 18 euro, which is good. Because which was a decent enough price, because if I wanted to buy it from CEX, which they didn't have a copy until I scooped this one up, it was 18 euro. And then if I was to order on eBay, either the DVD or Blu-ray, we're talking about at least 23 to 30 euro. And then when I went to Golden Disc, which is kind of like HMV, it was about 28 euro for, I don't know, I looked at it's 35 euro for the Blu-ray and 30 euro for the box set, which is what this was. And that the prices change on Amazon. It's now if I wanted the Blu-ray, I'd have to spend what I said, 35 euro for the Blu-ray and that. So luckily, CEX actually had this in stock, and I scooped it up with the 8 euro that I got a refund from the Doctor Who Series 4 and 12 euro out of my own pocket. So time to get back to some of these comments because I see a bit something kicking off between 2 people. That's nice, mate, but I wouldn't need them. Seriously, I have everything Punisher related in comics. Just I thought of you when I seen it. I should have messaged you just to double check. But it's obviously it's long gone now. This is going back months. Every issue, every series, every appearance. That's good. That's a shame, but it happens. Yeah. And I see we have Gareth here over at Video Tasties saying, I see AJ's here, but I will stay anyway. For fuck's sake, bad Penny. This community isn't big enough for the both of us. Wherever I am, Gareth shows up. It appears so. It appears so. Not big enough. Best you move on, but I would miss you. Block AJ, get someone respectable on here. No spirited sing along for you then. You both have to ask yourselves, do I feel lucky? Still haven't seen Taxi Driver. I believe I got that right from that quote. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I haven't seen Taxi Driver. There's still a lot of movies that I have yet to watch, which is what the new series I've started is all about. The Tales from My Backlog. I obviously the first one came out this month. Next month one, for those who don't follow me over on Instagram, where I always post up the thumbnails for all my upcoming videos. The next one, February's Tales from My Backlog, is Mrs. Doubtfire, which I have never seen up until this month. I went that long without seeing Mrs. Doubtfire, and genuinely enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it, and look out for that review coming sometime in February. I'm not entirely too sure. I do have my book of upcoming videos out there, but Yeah. Um, there will be, just to show you up. Um, show me up, not with vocal cords. It's not from Taxi Driver. It's Dirty Harry. Ah, I got that one confused. That's literally, I haven't even seen any other clips from Dirty Harry other than that scene, which has been parodied so many times. Like how I first discovered that scene, I think, was from Back to the Future Part 3. I could be wrong. Um, let's see. Uh, right, Christmas will be in July this year, just like the Aussies do it. That's cool. My Spirited CD is playing daily. Michael, you need the longer cut of it with deleted scenes so you can watch. Which version are you? Which are you? Ah, Mrs. Doubtfire. I just had the regular DVD that I bought ages ago. Like I think 2021. Yeah, 2021, I believe, is when I bought Mrs. Doubtfire. It's taken me that long to finally watch it. But I have heard of the deleted scenes where a lot of it is, just Robin Williams uh, ad libbing a lot of the stuff. That I don't think that was the correct words. Um, Garrett saying, "CD, what are you, 100?" Physical media all the way. I do agree, physical media all the way, including CDs. Like I have a lot of Michael Jackson albums because my mother was big into Michael Jackson, and obviously I grew up listening to Michael Jackson. I have a few Beatles albums, including one which is the greatest hits. Um, so I'm looking down here at them. I have as well every Avenged Sevenfold album uh, that's been released so far, which is my favorite band. And the new album should hopefully be dropping this year because we were supposed to get it in 2020, and then 2020 happened. And from the snippets that we've heard about it, not actually hearing anything from it, I'm looking forward to this next album from Avenged Sevenfold, which is my first concert experience. My car still has a CD player. That's about 100. Okay. So yeah. Shit. My first concert was almost 10 years ago, which was, as I said, to go see Avenged Sevenfold, and it was I was how old was I? I was 15 because I turned 25 in in um yeah, I turned 25 in less than a month. In March is when I turned 25. Jesus Christ, I am getting old. Not as old as AJ though. AJ is probably the oldest out of all of us. He was around when fire was first invented or discovered, whichever one. Um, Mayor Khan doesn't like my car being in London. We have Danny from This Is My Life saying, "Hi, Michael, just at work. If I disappear, I'll watch the replay." No worries, Danny. The only thing you've missed really so far is AJ and Garrett having a girly fight between the two of them. Well, I say girly fight. It's all in good. It's all in the good fun. But I did open on stream Doctor Who Flux, which means I now have a complete modern Doctor Who set, and I'm currently waiting on 2 Amazon packages. Hence why I'm not in my media room. So just to let everyone know that missed out on the first half hour. You voted for him. I didn't. Danny saying I skipped him. Danny saying hi to AJ and everyone. Video Tasties, you tell him that old bitch. every time he mentioned I'm like this con, and Danny says you finally got Flux. Yes, I ordered it from the CEX website because I was going to order it from Amazon, but the prices changed, and it turned out that CEX was the cheapest, which was about I paid €20 for it, which translates to about £16.77. So yeah, the main like €8 of that I got a refund from CEX because last year they sold me something that I didn't know had disc rot on it, and so I brought it back to them. I still have it. It's upstairs. They gave it to me. Otherwise, they would have thrown it out. So hopefully soon they'll send me a replacement for that. So keeping my fingers crossed on that. That was a Star Trek II reference, Michael. You gotta say it like Kirk. Yeah, no. I know it was a Star Trek II reference, and I noticed it immediately. But it could also be a Star Trek Into Darkness reference because there is a con screen in that, and in my opinion, is the far superior con screen. So how about that? Danny says, have you watched any other? And I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds. Cheers. Okay, apologies about that. As I stated, I have now 2 Amazon packages that I will open in just a second. So to answer your question, yes, I have watched every episode of Jodie Whittaker's Era. So I'm going to get through these comments, and then I'll open up those packages. Come on now, give us your best, Kirk. Fine. Con! There you go. Sorry, headphone users. You guys are royally fucked now. When are you guys doing a live watch of the Star Trek movies? That is entirely up to AJ. It's whenever he's free. And whenever I'm free as well, because Mondays and Fridays is when I'm most busy, and then next Saturday and Sunday I'm not free because next Saturday my grandmother is turning 70, so we're doing a 70th birthday for her, and then on the next day is a Pokemon Go community day, so I'll be either meeting up with friends or doing it stag, so I don't know. And just saying, yes, live opening. You need to stretch it longer. Well, no, because he didn't do it in the original. He didn't stretch it. It was Spock in Into Darkness that stretched it longer. Yes, we need to do it. We do at some point. Just let me know. What did you think of Mrs. Doubtfire having spent $140 on supper that was delivered to his wife's house before she got home? I don't get that. I barely even spend 20 on myself when I'm ordering takeout food. I'll refuse to do it. I'll always go for the cheapest option. It just says that's cool, as Mondays and Fridays I'm at work, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We shall talk later and find a mutual date. Definitely. Your Star Trek video done really well. Have you any more like that coming out? That is a perfect question. Yes. What Danny is referring to is last December, I posted a Star Trek What If, and that is nearly at 3,000 views, which is the most viewed video on my channel. I do have a Star Trek What If coming out in March. It's one I've been toying with. There was another one that I was toying with that wrecked my head because I just couldn't make it make sense. Because I was on the Star Trek subreddit over on Reddit. Someone posed the question, what if Picard never got assimilated? And how would Wolf 359 play out? And thinking about it, Wolf 359 would play out precisely. But here's the thing. I don't there's two ways I could look into that what if. And that is, what if when the Borg tried to take Picard, like if they had planned to take Picard, if they didn't get Picard right away, the Borg cube will just continuously follow the Enterprise until their system wears down. They're pushing everything to the max at that time. Because I even rewatched The Best of Both Worlds Part 1 for that video, and they would have hunted him down, continued to hunt down until the Enterprises grew weak, and they would have taken Picard then, and then things would have played out as they did originally, but with the Enterprise slightly more weaker. And then the other theory that I came up with, I just couldn't think of a conclusion to it, is, what if the Borg just weren't interested in Picard? They just went straight to Earth. And the issue I had was, how do I wrap that up? The Borg cube goes straight to Wolf 359, decimates all the ships, after the Enterprise fails to prolong it for as long as they can. So it continues on to Earth. Then what? How do you destroy the cube without Picard being assimilated? Then it becomes a case of, Earth, the Alpha Quadrant then slowly gets assimilated. Is that really how that's going to end? So that's why I never went with that what if Picard never got assimilated, because I just could not come up with a good enough ending. But I have another idea, and that is coming out in March. It involves what I will say about it is it involves the Kelvin timeline films. So I'll just say that. YouTube, Star Trek 2 edited for goats from Family Guy. Probably 3K. Wow, do more. Like I said, I have one in the bank that I have coming out in March. But as I was saying, I couldn't come up with a satisfying ending for the what if Picard never got assimilated. Star Trek what ifs could be your thing. I would love to do more Star Trek what ifs, but the issue I keep coming into is I can't think of any. I got lucky with the one that the idea that I have right now. But as I said, the Star Trek Picard not being assimilated one came from somebody else. The thing is, a what if can go anywhere you want. Exactly, it can go anywhere I want, and I could still potentially do that what if sometime in February as a bonus video, but I wanted to have a satisfying conclusion, and not just another the last one where everyone gets assimilated. I need to have some sort of a good ending for that I would want, that would make me want to upload it. Have you ever thought what would happen to physical media if we ran out of plastic or stopped using it? I haven't. I know a lot of a lot of stuff is being slimmed. A lot of the Blu-ray cases are being slimmed down, like the American Blu-ray cases are over here, which is good because I like it. It saves on space. But I don't know what you could use as a replacement. That's the only thing. I have one for you, Michael. What if the Borg spread as the end of the Young Kirk trilogy last film, right when Young Kirk is saving the day, then made Borg captain instead? Ah, I see. I get where you're coming from. See, there's a lot of what ifs can happen thanks to the Borg. So there's a lot for me to play around with. But a lot of these ideas I need to spend a lot of time trying to flesh them out. Think properly, like how would this make sense in universe? Because if it doesn't make sense in universe, it's not really going to work. What if Star Trek was better than Star Wars? It is better than Star Wars. I don't know what you're on about, Garrett. Star Trek is a billion times better than Star Wars, and I will fight anyone on that one. Also, the products which Blu-rays are made from, yeah. I don't know what would happen, if they decided to move away from that. Like I know a lot of Blu-ray cases are designed to be more recyclable than the older stuff. But it's not just with DVDs and Blu-rays that the issue resides in. It also then translates into video games, and the only way that could be is that what happened with video games is if everything went digital. That's not going to happen because, like us, a lot of people love collecting physical discs. And as AJ put it, Star Trek is better than Star Wars. You have more options with Star Trek than you do with Star Wars. Exactly. With Star Trek, there's an infinite amount of what-if potential that can be. Hell, the mirror universe is a big part of that, and the Kelvin timeline is basically a big part of that because they're essentially what if scenarios and of themselves. So yeah, now that there are no more comments, in case you forgot or just joined, I have 2 Amazon packages that I'm going to be opening up on camera because early in the stream I opened up Doctor Who Flux. So I'll open the small one. I'm making sure not to show my address. So let us see what we have. And it's a DVD. And it's one that I'm very happy to actually own because I absolutely love and adore this show. And it actually comes in a slipcover. That's cool. So the first one we have here is Death Parade, the anime. It's an anime. It's 12 episodes long. Never got a season 2, which pisses me off because it leaves off on a cliffhanger. And I absolutely love Death Parade. So, what is Death Parade? Well, it's an anime that revolves around an arbiter where 2 people come down that have just died. They don't know that they've just died. And they're forced to play a game. And throughout that game, a lot of people, they start to, regain their memories that they've died. But the games are designed to bring out certain traits that will determine whether or not they get reincarnated or if they are, go into the void, essentially. And that's what the 12 episodes is about. It's different characters each week coming into the Arbiter. And they left off on a cliffhanger, and it bugs the living fuck out of me that we never got a season 2 because I've watched it both dubbed and subbed. I watched it in subtitles first, and then I checked out the English dub, and I fucking love the English dub. As I'm trying to take the plastic off here, and I've already damaged it like a dickhead. As I've slightly damaged it trying to get the plastic off. So yeah, as you can see, that damage was me. So here is the front of Death Parade. Here is the back. And as I said, it has a slipcover, and I love that because the music and as well, just the intro and the outro that they've done for it is amazing. So yeah, 2 discs. As disc 1 has episodes 1 to 7, and disc 2 has 8 to 12 plus special features. And I cannot wait to rewatch this. And I'm very happy to own this in my collection. As I said, I fucking love Death Parade. It's one of the last few animes that I watched. Now, inside this package has a Blu-ray and a DVD, and the DVD is Doctor Who related. So it is classic Doctor Who related. So let me just try and open this box up here and get what's inside out. Okay. So what I have, I'll start off with the Blu-ray. It's a Blu-ray. It was a cheap Blu-ray, and that is the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, which I absolutely loved. That the fact that they made Broly canon, and yeah, I have seen. Obviously, I've seen Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I made a video and I've done a vlog about it on my old vlog channel, and Superhero, but it hasn't come out in our region yet. But yeah, so with the plastic off, here it is, and it has a kind of reversible cover, which is basically just the same as the front cover. Let me just take out the Blu-ray. It's literally just the same, which is odd. But yeah, that was like a $5 because it was on sale. So I'm happy to have that in the collection. And now time for the Doctor Who one. We have the 10th Planet, Factory Sealed. So yes, I bought the first Doctor's final episode, and I love it. I've seen it once, and it was cheap buying it off of Amazon. I got it for like €9, I want to say, and compared to if I was to buy it off of eBay or CEX over here, it cost a lot, as I'm trying to again rip off the shrink wrap, and it's one that I'm happy to finally have back in the collection because like I said, it's not cheap. It's gone up in price because, you know, it's William Hartnell's last episode. The only thing that bugs me slightly is the fact that it's not a silver case, that it's a clear case, because all the other classic Doctor Who's are on silver, but it is the 2-disc version. So we have disc 1 and disc 2 there. We have a little leaflet yoke, and again another little, not so much a reversible cover because it is literally just the exact same. But yeah, that's the special features. It's got commentary and other stuff on there. So I'm very happy to have the 10th Planet back into my collection. So yeah, that's basically all the mail that I have gotten today. So in case you've just joined, early on in stream I unboxed Doctor Who Flux, which completes my modern Doctor Who set. And then just recently, because I just got 2 Amazon packages, I added Dragon Ball Super Broly to my collection on Blu-ray, I added the anime Death Parade to my collection, which I'm very excited about. And then I also added the 10th Planet. Now, these will not be featured in the January pickups video. These will be featured in the February pickups video. You guys are just getting that bit of an early exclusive look. Back to the comments. So we left off here. So this Danny from This Is My Life says, you have more options with Star Trek than you do Star Wars. I absolutely agree. Care to step outside the car park, you two? Absolutely. Michael, if you ever need to fight anyone over Star Trek or Star Wars, I suggest you fight them on Varquez Rocks in Southern California. True fans know why. Exactly. That's the only correct place to fight someone. Danny says, I watched one Star Wars movie, just didn't really enjoy it. I love the collectibles, but not a fan. AJ says Star Wars has far less misses than Trek does for sure. Yeah, I don't know, because I haven't even watched a lot of the new stuff. Like, I switched off Last Jedi halfway through it. I haven't watched the Clone Wars. I haven't watched Andor. I haven't watched Mandalorian or the Book of Boba Fett, because I just don't really care for it. I did watch Kenobi though, mainly because I love Ewan McGregor. Darmok and Jolan at Tango. Never watched that episode. That Damok or Darmok, however you pronounce it. I haven't seen that episode of TNG, because there's a lot of TNG that I have not seen. As I mentioned, I've seen all of Deep Space Nine, all of Voyager, all of Enterprise, and all of the modern Trek. I've only seen a handful of TNG, I'd say 40-50% of TNG, and maybe 1% of the original series. Nice artwork. I believe that is referencing Death Parade. I should also mention about Death Parade, for those who watch anime, if you've seen Death Note and you haven't seen Death Parade, watch Death Parade, because there's a little someone who makes a little cameo in this series. That's a good series to a lot of seasons. You can get the game on PS2. Yeah, there's a lot of Dragon Ball games that are out there. Not all of them are good though. PS2 has a lot of good games. That is true. Like, my favorite PlayStation 2 game is either The Simpsons Hit and Run, Simpsons Road Rage, or Crash Twinsanity. Still can't find the first Doctor in HMV on Blu-ray. I might have to get it online. Probably. You will probably need to get it. I know you can easily buy it off of Amazon if you want to pay that price for it. Sinister Media is here. Hello, good friend. Andor is fun. I'm not like a big Star Wars fan to really care. Hey Michael, I'm off now. Catch up tonight. Thank you for being in the stream, Danny. I hope you have a decent day at work and that it flies by pretty quickly for you. Then the monkey says the post-credit scene of the last Andor episode was the best part of and the Andor series, and lets us know exactly where it falls in the timeline. Okay, didn't know that. AJ's back. The monkey says, welcome back, AJ. And AJ's movie play says, work had to step away. That's no problem. Not sure if you've seen the post opening, because I did open the Amazon packages, and I will go in, just in case you haven't, I'll go in order of what I got. I got the anime Death Parade, which I absolutely fucking love and adore. I can't wait to rewatch it in both subbed and dubbed. I'm hoping the subbed version is on here. On Blu-ray, I got the Dragon Ball Super movie, Dragon Ball Super Broly, which I absolutely love because I love the art style and the animation for this. And then the one other Doctor Who thing that I got was The 10th Planet on DVD as the 2-disc special edition version, which I got for a decent enough price because buying it on eBay or my CEX Ireland is stupidly expensive. I paid under a tenner for this off of Amazon, and it was factory sealed. The only gripe I have with it is the fact that it's a clear case and not a silver case like the rest. So, yeah, that's all the post that I have gotten today, and I suppose if I really wanted to, and I probably will, now that I don't have to stay down here, it's time to enter the media room. So, yeah, that means I have to carry this thing up the stairs with me because I'm using my ring light as a tripod. So, yeah, it's time to head up into the media room, which is where all the videos will be filmed. I apologize for this. I just decided, fuck it. I'm not waiting on anything anymore. Let's just head into my media room. So let me just pop those down. And I'm now here inside my media room. So let me just move the chair around and boom! I am now in the media room and I need to raise this up by a smidge. There we go. And yes, we are now in the media room. So this is the new setup that I have for when I film stuff. Now, there is still some videos that are coming out that were filmed downstairs. Excuse me. And yeah, but then moving forward, we'll be getting more. So the monkey says, oh, finally, we'll get to see where the magic will happen. Yes, this is the media room. All the way to there. I still need to get a comfy chair to watch stuff. So I'm just basically sitting on the floor. Like I do have what I'm sitting on right now. But that's not comfortable on the long term. So unfortunately not. But yeah, actually, whilst I'm here, I'll show you the disc rot on the Doctor Who thing. So here is my Doctor Who Series 4 that CEX has sent me. Now, I'm not sure how well this is going to come up on camera, but oh, there, yeah, you can see that's disc rot. Half of this disc has been taken over by disc rot. So if you weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I bought this from CEX back in May. And when I went to go start my Series 4 rewatch for future videos, this disc right here, which has The Voyage of the Damned plus Time Crash, has that on the back of it, which is disc rot, unfortunately. Which means if I was putting this into my Xbox One, Xbox 360, and disk drive, it will not work. Hell, until I actually took this out of my Xbox, it refused to turn on because it literally just knocked itself off and refused to come back on until I took the disc out. So the monkey says, how do you plan on keeping the figures on the top shelf behind you when you pull out a hardy stack of disc cases, causing the figures to fall on your toes? That actually hasn't happened because as well, let me just tilt this down. You can kind of see that on each shelf, on the one that's beside me, is the has some Doctor Who figures on it as well, and the monkey has also said about the tallest shelf. On the tallest shelf, I have my TARDISes. I have 3 TARDISes, or TARDIS-I, whichever way you want to look at it. I have the 10th Doctor's Flight and Control TARDIS. I have the 11th Doctor's Flight and Control TARDIS. And I have the 13th Doctor / 14th / 15th Doctor's Flight and Control TARDIS. And they are up there. And yeah, I have quite a few action figures spread out around the room. As you can see, you have some Power Rangers there, and a lot more. Some Pokemon figures over on the white bookcase. AJ asks, when will the backlighting go in? I have absolutely no idea, is the honest answer. Because I will be paying for Prime next week. And then next week I'm getting a check will have cleared, which means I'll have 140 to play with. So probably I'll order it next week, but then again, I'm not 100% sure exactly when. Will the backlighting be blue behind your TARDISes, Michael? Probably, because in case you don't know, if you're new here, blue just so happens to be my favorite color. So all forms of blue are my favorites. I love them. And hence why the room is painted a light shade of blue, slightly lighter than the original paint that the room was done in. And yeah, color can be changed on the strip lighting. Yeah, it can be changed to whatever I need the mood of the video to be, which is good. So say if I'm talking about horror or romantic films, it will be, I can have it red. If I want it to be somber, what have you, I can match that color to whatever color somber would be. Usually it's blue. And then just whatever color I need. My room tour is Saturday AM. I look forward to watching that, AJ, because I've been really, I've been really looking forward to seeing what you've done to that room, because like with my room, all I've really done, as you've seen in the video, but not my actual room tour, is I took out everything that was in the room, and then I brought this big bookcase that holds my Blu-rays. That was from my sitting room, which is where I filmed a lot of my videos in front of last year. This bookcase right here, which is right beside it, over yonder beside is my TV, and over yonder still is my TV show bookcase. And that's it. That's literally all I've done. I haven't put up any posters because I don't know how I want to do it. Like, I have a few things I'd love to stick up, but I just don't know what way I'm going to do it, because do I get frames for them and put nails in? The only thing is I don't know how, like, with the 4 walls that are here, the wall that's where the window is, that's solid concrete. Behind me is solid concrete, but the other 2 walls are hollow. So, but then do I use blue tack? Because I've used blue tack before, and it's wrecked the paint. And my granny suggested that I use Velcro, and I've been tempted to use Velcro. I just don't know yet, because like as well, like I have some stuff that I would love to stick up, but I just don't have a lot to stick up. Like you can see 3 things up there. Those are 3. 2 of them are Yu-Gi-Oh play mats, which one was sent to me by Danny from This Is My Life. And then I have another one, which is a poster that I bought ages ago from Wish.com. And then downstairs, I have two Skyrim, Elder Scrolls poster, one from Skyrim, the other one from Oblivion, that I want to stick up here. But there I've used Blue Tack for them. So I don't know. Any suggestions I would greatly appreciate. The monkey says, "Oh, then what's your opinion on the Blue Man Group? We all want to know." I mean, I don't mind them. Like, I haven't seen like a lot of their live performances. I've seen cameos that they've done in other shows, like with Scrubs. That time when JD was carted off to Las Vegas to be married by a bunch of gay men. He ended up running into the Blue Man Group. So I've only really known them from like the cameos that they've done, and not really so much their live performances as such. So yeah. Any more questions that you have, do let me know, because I am live for another little bit. I'm not sure how much longer. It all depends on my phone's battery life. So I'm looking at it now, and it's at 39%. So I'd say about 20% is when I'll probably hop off. So I have another bit to go. When you're decorating your room, did you find anything you thought you lost and was most excited about finding it again? I think there was, and I just can't remember because I have terrible memory. But I think there was maybe one or two things that I found again. Actually, it's this right here. This it used to be a Christmas ornament that my cousin got for my mother, but as you can see, she took the thing off, and Spock here can come off, and there is a button right here, and it's supposed to say a quote from the episode. I can't remember what the episode is, because I've never seen it. I've only seen clips of it. But I completely forgot I had this until I found it again, and I think that's about it. AJ says, "I'll send you some easy options for hanging, not pins and not Blue Tack." Thank you. I really appreciate it, because I do, like I said, there's a lot that I want to hang up, like this poster right here that I got from Wish.com. Not sponsored, by the way. We have a Dragon Ball Super poster from Universe 6. Yeah, Universe 7 versus Universe 6, as it falls right out of my hand. And then I have two Yu-Gi-Oh playmats that I would love to stick up. But the thing is, they're made out of well, this is the one that Danny from This Is My Life sent me. The only thing, I'll show the back for AJ, so he might have an idea of how to stick this rubbery material up. So this was a gift, as I stated, that was sent to me, and I'm very grateful for. Even though I don't play and don't actively collect Yu-Gi-Oh anymore, I have always wanted this playmat. And then the other one is another playmat that I absolutely love, which is this one. This one I bought off of Amazon 4 years ago. Yeah, it's been 4 years. It's been about 4 years. and I sold it to a friend, that the friend that helped me with the media room. And he gave it back to me completely for free. So I'm very happy because I love the guy that's on here. He's known as Jaden Yuki in English, or Judah Yuki in Japanese. And yeah, so you mentioned the Dragon Ball Z shows. Have you gotten into the games, Michael? They made more recently. Yes, I have played a handful of the Dragon Ball games. My favorite being Raging Blast 2. I've tried some of the Budokai games on the PS2. They were decent. I tried, I think it was Dragon Ball Z's Sagas. That weren't the best. Like back when I used to collect video games, I had quite a few. I had some of the Budokai games. I had some of the Budokai Tenkaichis. I had Raging Blast 2, which I absolutely love, and I really want to get again, but it's gone up drastically in price. So it's just whenever I get around to buying it, I guess. I played what was it called? Xenoverse. I played Xenoverse. I played Xenoverse 1 and 2, and I played Fighter Z. But I haven't played Kakarot because I've heard mixed things about Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. But yeah, I can see AJ has sent me some messages on Instagram, and which will be in relation to sticking stuff up. Um, what do you think of the Legacy of the Duelist? The Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist. Well, it depends on which version you're asking about. Are you asking about the original Legacy of the Duelist, or are you asking about the new Legacy of the Duelist? Because I have different opinions on both of the Legacy of the Duelist games, and they are not nice at all, to say the least. If you're asking me about my my thoughts on the first Legacy of the Duelist game that I bought on Xbox One, I thought it was good but flawed. Yeah, the 2015 version, I thought it was, yeah. So the original one, I thought it was good but flawed, but the thing that pissed me off the most is the fact that they put it out before being able to add in the Arc 5 missions, which pissed me off because if I wanted to play the Arc 5 missions, play through Arc 5, I'd have to buy DLC, which pissed me off so much because I love Arc 5. Like, Arc 5 is the most recent Yu-Gi-Oh series that I've watched in full. I loved it. I loved Arc 5. And it pissed me off that I spent €20, 15 or €20 to buy this thing, to play it, and then to have them announce that they're putting out a new version that adds in the link summoning mechanic back in 2017. And this is like, I got back into the game in 2018, and so I bought the 2015 Legacy of the Duelist in 2019. And not long after buying that, they announced that they're doing a re-release, which pissed me off that I wasted all that money when I could have just bought the new Legacy of the Duelist. But originally, I think it was going to be a Switch exclusive, and then it eventually came out to other consoles. So yeah, I've seen that you sent those images. I'm not sure if you've seen me showing off the mats and asking your opinion as well, AJ, on what's the best way to hang up these mats, because it's made out of this rubbery material. Like, I'm not sure if that was included in that, so do let me know. as I try to roll this up. And the monkey says, I feel the way that they released the Avatar Blue People game before the film came out. I don't know. I hated Avatar. I hated it. I gave up halfway through the film, or maybe a little bit before halfway through it, and I just never went back to it. I've seen it get nominated for Best Picture in the Oscars, and even though there's some great competition in there, you know, the Banshees of Inisherin, and All Quiet on the Western Front, and Everything Everywhere All at Once, I've got the sneakiest inclination that come Oscars night, whenever the fuck that is, that it's gonna go to Avatar: Way of the Water. I got a funny feeling that's gonna win Best Picture. I have a funny feeling that's gonna get a Best Picture. It was announced by the trailer, but the feature film wasn't out in theaters yet by then. Yeah, they used to do that with movie tie-in games a hell of a lot. AJ asked, are you watching The Last of Us? I am not, because I have a massive TV show backlog. Like right now, I'm rewatching Doctor Who from series 2 to 10, because I've already done a video on series 1, 11, 12, and 13. And then I also kind of want to watch the Wednesday series. I want to watch the Interview with a Vampire TV series that they've done as well, to see how that is, because I love the Interview with a Vampire film, and I also love Queen of the Damned. But yeah, there's a lot I have on my backlog. If Avatar wins Best Picture, then I'm done with films. I'm just calling it how I fucking see it, because this is what I'm predicting has fucking happened before. It was either with the Best Picture and with cinema, or Video Game of the Year when the Game Awards come around at the end of the year. I'm fucking calling it right now. I don't know what it is, but I think that Mr. Cameron has either paid people off or sucked someone off in order to get that Best Picture win. I've just got that sneaky inclination that it's going to win a boatload of awards, including Best Picture. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I'll hold my hands up and admit it. I would love the Banshees of Inisherin to win it. That's my pick. But I don't know. I just have something in my gut is telling me they're gonna fucking give it to Avatar: Way of the Water. The monkey says AJ he'll bloody hate the Interview with a Vampire TV series. Clips and Dale's Meet Vampires. Chip and Dale's Meet Vampires. Ah, I see. Well, I haven't seen it. Because to me, what I've heard about it when it was in production is that, you know, before Anne Rice died, may she rest in peace, she was working on it so that it was true to the original book. Unlike with the first movie, which when that first came out, and originally she didn't like it as much. She didn't like Tom Cruise as Lestat, but then she changed her mind, and now she's changed it back. So I don't know, but I'm interested to see it, because I know the actor who plays Vinder in Doctor Who Flux and Power of the Doctor. He plays the main guy of Louis. in it. And so I'm interested to see how that goes. I also know my favorite voice actor is in it, John DiMaggio. He's my favorite voice actor from the Gears of War series, which is my favorite video game of all time. You can kind of see. I can bring him forward. I thought I could do that without knocking over Doggy Cougar, but he voices Marcus Phoenix in the Gears of War games, practically all of them, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in that, like because John DiMaggio is a fantastic voice actor, and he's one of my favorite voice actors. The Monkey says also reminded me if Dawson Creek vampire vibes. Yeah, I actually haven't seen Dawson's Creek. I've heard a lot of the jokes, some jokes about it, but I never actually watched. Dawson's Creek. I've never tried it. Not my cup of tea. I'd pour to ship the tea all the way from Greenland. That's how badly I hated it. Okay, so I've heard. So yeah, because I don't know. I haven't heard a lot about the Interview with a Vampire TV series. Like I forgot it was a thing until it someone reminded me of it. Like even when I done my review last year of Interview with a Vampire, I said that they were making a TV series about it, but I heard nothing about it. Marcus, yes, I absolutely love and adore Marcus Phoenix from the Gears of War series, and I love Gears of War in general. Like Gears of War 2 is my favorite video game of all time, and I replayed through the entire series not last year, 2019. 2019 was the last time I replayed through the entire series, and I'd done it in timeline order then. I went with Judgment to Gears of War 1 to Gears of War 2 to Gears 3 to Gears 4 and to Gears 5. And I'm hoping we'll either hear something about a Gears of War 6 soon, as well as hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed here, for a HD remaster of Gears 2 and 3 like they did with the first one. And I'm also, even though it's Netflix and I should be very, very cautious, I'm also really looking forward to the Gears of War live action movie and the cartoon that's going to spawn from it. Because the Gears series is rich in lore. It is so rich in lore, from the Pendulum Wars to the early days of the war against the Locust, how the Locust came to be. That can be a series in of itself. There's just so much that the Gears of War can bring to movie and TV, and I hope and pray that it does well. AJ says I've never actually watched the film either. I liked it. It's one of the few favorite vampire films from the small handful that I have seen. It's a good film. Like I enjoyed it. I haven't read the book. I own the book, but I haven't read it. But the movie, I think, is pretty good. Tom Cruise, as much as I hate Tom Cruise, tiny Tom Cruise, was fantastic as Lestat. When I was rewatching it last year, I completely forgot how good he was in that. And it's one of the few films I'll actually sit down and watch tiny Tom Cruise in. The Monkey says they need to remaster the entire series like they recently did for The Witcher Hunt. Don't you agree, Michael? A complete box set remaster like they did for Mass Effect. Exactly! That's what the fans want. They want a Marcus Phoenix collection. For Xbox, then obviously it'll be the newest Xbox, and that's probably where the new Gears of War game is going to come out on, which means I'm going to have to fucking buy one. Which means I'm probably going to need to buy a fucking 4K TV, and then that means I'll have to, because at least with the Xbox, the new Xbox, I'll be able to watch 4Ks, and then once I buy a 4K TV, I can start collecting 4Ks, and that's even more money. And But yeah, no, I would really love to see a Marcus Phoenix collection, which includes an update remaster for Gears of War 1. Just port it over to the Xbox Series X, and then give us a full from the ground up remake of Gears 2, 3, and Judgment. And I'll be happy then. That will get me to buy the Xbox Series X. Eventually, I'll have to save up for that and try and track a copy down, or try and track one down. It's easier to find that than it is the PlayStation 5. And then I'll have to fucking do that as well. Start collecting 4Ks then. My friend Sinister Media says, would you ever collect physical music like CDs and records? I do. Not as frequently as I would like, but I do collect CDs. Like, as I mentioned early on in stream, I have a decent enough CD collection. I have a lot of Michael Jackson CDs because I grew up with that music. I have a few Beatles albums, including a greatest hits. I have every Avenged Sevenfold, Avenged Sevenfold, the t-shirt that I'm wearing, the band. I have all of their studio albums. Except for the Diamonds in the Rough one, that's kind of hard to come by even with the re-release. And then I have 2 albums from a YouTuber known as Nate Wants to Battle. I have his I have two of them that are signed. And then I have like one Eminem album. And that's about it. Yeah, it'll be small enough. That's small enough. Antonio Banderas was amazing in Interview with a Vampire movie. Even burnt his fingers on the palm of the camera reel, and all in one take. Over the lit candle. Remember, Michael? I do remember that scene, and he was amazing. I would have, in my review, that's the one of the few gripes that I had with that movie, is that he was in it less, and that it just. The ending was, to me, of Interview with a Vampire was very, very rushed, because it went from him meeting Antonio Banderas' character to learning that different vampires have different abilities, to his Louis's daughter and the other woman being taken and left to die, and then him being put into exile, into a coffin for eternity, and then immediately getting broken out after they died, and then the movie just ends. Like, I would have loved to have seen more of that stretch out. So that's what I'm hoping with the TV series, that they do at least do that, but I don't know now. You should do a CD collection video. It would be a very quick one, so I might do that, yeah, because I'd say I could stretch it out. Like I said, it's a small enough collection, but with how I ramble a bit, I could definitely get a full 10 to 15 minute video out of it. When I talk about some of my favorite albums, being Avenged Sevenfold's Waking the Fallen, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and so on and so forth. So it might be a bonus video that might show up over the weekend or next. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely a video that I probably will do, because I don't collect them as much, because there's not really many albums that I actually do want that are out there. I wonder if they shut down the bridge for the Tom Cruise onto the car scene. Probably they would have to, judging by my knowledge of how productions work like that, they more than likely would have had to shut that down. It depends on what time they were allowed to film at, and how long they were given to film for, is the only thing as well that would go into it. Because like, I know for again, bringing it back to Doctor Who, for the series 5 finale, the Pandorica opens, when they filmed in Stonehenge, they had to film that really, really early, and but they they didn't have long really to film for it. So I guess it, like, there, like I said, there's a lot of different factors that would go into that. It depend on how long they had to shoot for, how long they were given to shoot for, and stuff like that. So yeah. So upcoming videos that are coming out soon. Let me see. Friday is going to be the first live DVD and Blu-ray hunt of the year that I filmed last week. Then Monday will be the second pickups video that you'll be getting, which is, spoiler alert, 40 minutes long. Yay! I'm hoping my new plan, my new strategy will work, so the pickups videos won't be fucking 30 to 40 minutes long anymore. I'm not filming the stuff as I'm getting it. I have my pickups off to the side here. So I don't know, I might do it in clusters. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. Then on Wednesday the 1st there'll be an unscripted review for the Banshees of Inisherin, that I watched back in December, recorded this month, and could not remember the fucking names of any of the characters. And then next Friday is when I'll be doing my room tour that I filmed the day of this being complete. You know, after I put up, and well, actually no, it's the day that I got the TV up here. I filmed a media room, you know, showing off all these stuff. So yeah, the monkey asks, what film brings you the most joy? What films bring you the most sadness? That is a fantastic question. There are a lot of movies that bring me joy, you know. Looking here, trying to look. Let's see if I can pull this out. One of them, which there will be a review of coming very soon. Adventure in Space and Time, which is a TV movie. It's based off of the production of how Doctor Who came to be, and back in the 60s, and casting William Hartnell and that, and then it goes up until William Hartnell's departure. Other movies that, you know, bring me joy, and the Spy Kids trilogy, the Pokemon movies, they're other ones. I'm trying to, the Kung Fu Panda trilogy is another one which I absolutely love. The Kung Fu Panda trilogy, it's better than Shrek. Let's see, Back to the Future trilogy, the Toy Story movies, except for 3. I don't like 3. Yeah, that's just some that I can see from my collection offhand. Movies that bring me the most sadness. See, that's kind of, there's one that's immediately springing to mind for that, and that is The Pianist, which I watched for the first time last year. And in case you haven't seen it or you don't know what it's about, it's based off of a true story of this big musician, Jewish musician, piano player, and how it's set during, obviously, World War II, when the Jews were being mistreated and all that. It's at the very beginning of that, and the entire film is him in hiding, trying to avoid being captured by uh, by by the Germans and been sent to a concentration camp. Like his family was, like his entire family was sent there. I think only his brother survived, and he survived through help of many different people, including one of them being a German soldier. Helped him quite a bit, and by the first half hour of the movie, I was in near tears, and then by the end of the movie, I was left speechless. It's the first film to have ever done that to me, and I'm not like I said, I'm autistic. I don't. My emotions are all over the place, but I very rarely will cry at something. But this movie came close to being on that list, being the first movie to ever make me cry. Because the other things that made me cry was the series one finale of Star Trek Picard at Data's true death, the memorial that they'd done for Elizabeth Sladen, who played Sarah Jane Smith in Doctor Who, and the ending to Supernatural. Even as much as I hated it, it still got me. But yeah, so AJ is off. I will speak to you soon. Thank you for stopping by. And Sinister says, your channel banner says new videos every week, not new videos every week. Yeah, I had to. I need to actually. I might update my banner soon, but I had to do it like that in order to get it to fit right. Unfortunately, but I will definitely be updating my banner very, very soon. Because I might in March toy around with a new upload schedule. I don't know. We'll see. Because right now I'm currently uploading Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, with throwing a few YouTube shorts and bonus videos here, there, and everywhere. But maybe in March I might toy around with a different upload schedule. Maybe Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I don't know. I'll see how that. I might do it that way, and I'll see how that goes, as well. So yeah, I think you could say new videos weekly, Michael, to save onwards. True. I probably will do that because I do need to update. As I said, I do need to update my banner, so I will probably. The next time I'm actually working on my laptop, because I no longer edit on my laptop. I actually edit on my phone, using CapCut. But the next time I update my banner, I will definitely do that. Do something to that effect, to save on space. But yeah, as I said, I'll definitely be toying with some new upload schedules, some very, very soon. Can't do it next week or even February because I'm already have everything scheduled and uploaded and dates already mentioned. So yeah, definitely will be toying around with that in March, maybe. I don't know yet. But I believe I'm going to end this stream off here. So as the title of this stream says, it's monthly now. So my live streams will be monthly. It won't be on Wednesdays like this one is. That's for sure. I'll have it set so it's Fridays, and I will try to get people on. Like I know the monkey wants to come on next February, which I believe the next live stream will be on the 24th, which is a Friday, I believe. The monkey asked, "What's your opinion on collection sets instead of single discs, like 4-packs?" Well, I don't mind them because because I can pull these two right away. I do have some of them. Like I have box sets that include them in here, but I believe what you are referring to is like sets that have it's one thing, like one uh, box that has multiple discs in it. And I don't mind those either because those save on space. Like my do I have it on hand? I do have it on hand. I just need to pull it out. Uh, like this. My this how Pokemon set has 3 movies in the one. So we have Heroes, Destiny Deoxys, and Pokemon Forever, and it saves on space. What instead of having all of them individually, I definitely have changed my mind, my stance on that. Originally, I didn't like that. I would have rather had it them individually, but having it like that, where it's 3 or 4 in a disc, I much prefer it that way because, as I said, it saves on space. And Sinister Media asked, "Do you have any comic books?" I do. They're in my bedroom at the moment. I have very few, but I do have some. I have a few Star Trek, a few Power Rangers, a few Iron Man ones that I got cheap in a charity shop. And yeah, I picked up a good few when I was up in Dublin last November. I picked up a good few Power Ranger comics on the cheap. So it's not something that I actively go out and collect for, but if I find it cheap and it's something that I'm interested in, I'll usually pick it up. So that is now going to be the end of the stream. I probably will do a comic book collection video at some point. I they're just not all that interesting really to show off. So maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know. But that is now officially going to wrap up the stream. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this stream. I know I did because I had fun and I got to show off some of the mail that I got, which isn't going to be an every month occurrence. It's just that I had stuff coming today that I just thought, fuck it. I'll record when I'm doing my live stream. I'll open it on live. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you all on Friday for another brand new live DVD and Blu-ray hunting video. I'll see you all then.